Hello, beautiful dreamers. I am so happy to have you on my YouTube channel. And please feel free to subscribe to my Patreon page. There's a link there's a link below that you can use. I am so happy to bring you this asked and answered question, and I will attempt to answer it as best I can. The question, what is spirituality? So when we're talking about spirituality, it comes with a lot of different meanings. There's God, there's angels, there's spirits in the other world, there's inner peace, there's consciousness, there's unconsciousness, which is also part of spirituality. There's being awake, there's being asleep. I'm sure you all hear certain things like this throughout your journey, your spiritual journey. It is not easy to understand spirituality. There's theology, there's churches, there's synagogues, there's mosques, there's connection to God in that way, which is fine. However, there's a deeper connection that I would like to talk to you about, which is your deep connection to God on the level of divine self, which is inside your body. So your divine spark is the inside self. It's your access point, which I teach my clients how to access their inside space so that they can better connect to God, better connect to the angels, better connect to spirits in the other world to help us along our journey, to help us in our life, to help us work through all our healing at a soul level, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. So we're very complicated spiritual beings. That is what spirituality is. It's a complication. And sometimes people in the spiritual world don't understand how complicated being spiritual can be. It's confusing. No one has the exact same answer. Everybody's direction, spirituality can be different. That doesn't mean it's wrong. It just means it's different. Some people do yoga, some people do meditation, some people go to shamanic practices. Anywhere you could find your spiritual center is fine. However, if you're looking for spirituality outside of self, then you're not going to find what you're looking for. Because spirituality, true spirituality, can only be found inside you, not outside you. Although outside, guided meditations, teachings, seminars, retreats, these are all wonderful, wonderful opportunities. They're opportunities for you to find your spiritual center, which is inside. So some people say, oh, I went to this great retreat and it was beautiful and I felt wonderful and my life I felt was really going to go forward in a very positive way. Then they come home, they get into their everyday, their mental minds come up, their emotional stuff comes up, their physical pains come up, and all of a sudden their spirituality went right smack out the window. That beautiful retreat just turned into like, what happened to me? What happened? And they're like, I don't know what happened. I'm not sure. Life happened. So what happens when we ask the question, what is spirituality? Life happens, right? We know what spirituality is. It's access point. It's inside self. It's meditations. It's calming your mind. It's throwing your ego personality out the window. It's, it's dealing with your emotional baggage, whether it be your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, obstacles. Yes, I was listening to a very, very good podcast and he talked about obstacles. And I'm like, oh, we all have plenty of obstacles, right? And he says, well, obstacles are good. I'm like, well, yes, they are good because they are helping us find what is spirituality. Any obstacle that you have is helping you answer the question, what is spirituality? All right. So spirituality is obstacles. What do we do with an obstacle? We overcome obstacles. How do we overcome obstacles? by giving it a good go, by looking at the obstacle and saying, oh my God, that's an obstacle. Okay, good. We know it, we define it, we look at it, we're witnessing it, we're saying, okay, it's an obstacle. Now, what are you going to do with it? As a spiritual being inside self, what are you going to do with the obstacle? Some people just react to it. Oh, it's a horrible thing. Oh, why always me? Oh, it always happens to me. And this obstacle is always here and I can't do anything about it. So you react, you overreact, you double react, you triple react. There you go, reacting to your obstacle. Maybe it's emotional, maybe it's physical, maybe it's a spiritual obstacle. Maybe you're frustrated, maybe you're upset, maybe someone yelled at you, maybe you yelled at somebody. Okay, well, obstacles, obstacles, obstacles. Oh my God, we have so many obstacles. They could be learning points, right? I've had a ton of obstacles and I never really looked at them as good. Sorry. I heard in the podcast, they're good. I'm like, yeah, okay, they're good to overcome them. Again, we struggle, right? Struggle with that obstacle. All right. Struggling with another obstacle. Another year goes by, another 2 years go by, another 3 years go by. My God, I'm struggling with all my obstacles. However, as I write about my experiences in my my little book, Inside the Light, I had a ton of obstacles since I was very, very young. We all have. How I dealt with those obstacles as an intuitive medium, channel, and healer, which I do in my practice. And now on a scale, I'm a spiritual teacher. I'm like, I get it. I get your obstacles. I understand them. I've been through them. I feel for all who have the obstacles and have to overcome them. However, every single obstacle that I have had over my 35 years of my personal work and my work in my practice, I would not trade one obstacle for the spiritual growth that I have been able and blessed to accomplish in this lifetime. And to be able to teach that to you and to have you understand that is the most beautiful thing I have ever encountered in any lifetime. So when I say, what is spirituality? Ask yourself, what is spirituality? Is it the trees? Is it the birds? Is it the earth? Is it the clouds in the sky? What is it? Is it God? Is it angels? Is it spirits who have passed on who love you? Is it meditation? Is it yoga retreats? What is spirituality? Well, the answer is it's all of that, right? It's all of that. Whatever makes you feel like you're connecting to your spiritual center, that is what spirituality is. However, how do you keep it? How do you keep it in your everyday? How do you live it? How do you bring it to the fore every single day of your life? How do you speak to your spouse about it? How do you speak to your partner about it? How do you speak to when you're angry? How do you speak to when you're emotionally upset? How do you verbalize your spirituality when all hell breaks loose, right? How do you find it? That is what spirituality is. The finding of it. It's not the being of it. It's the finding of it. Oh my God, I just had the biggest fight ever, right? You might say, I just had the biggest fight ever. Or that person cut me off in the car. Oh my God, I am so mad. I'm so mad. I'm angry. I'm upset. I think maybe I'll yell. Yes, that will be very helpful. It'll make me feel better. I'll yell. Okay, so you yell and you get a little upset or you get a lot upset, right? Then you're like, where is my spirituality? Well, it left. Okay. It just like took a little hiatus and, you got upset and forgive yourself and, try again. Don't get angry at yourself for not being a spiritual being. No one says it's perfect. No one says we're perfectly spiritual beings. We are human beings in form trying to be spiritually connected to God. That's what we're trying to do now, especially now, which I will talk about in other videos that I do on YouTube. But the bottom line is you are doing the best you can. You are trying, you are working through your stuff, your emotional stuff, your mental stuff, your physical stuff. You're trying. And that is what spirituality is. Spirituality is trying, and keep trying, overcoming obstacles. I'm not saying you have to love your obstacles. I do not love my obstacles. I am grateful that I can overcome them with the help of my angels and with the help of God and with the help of the spirits in the other world who love me. I can get through them, and you could get through them. And all you need to do is ask. So ask God to help you. Ask the angels to be with you. Ask your spirits and the loved ones to take the burden from you. They can't take your obstacle from you. They can take the burden of the obstacle from you, right? So that you can see it a little clearly. You need to see your obstacles clearly. All right. That is an obstacle. Oh, witnessing it, right? Witness the obstacle. There it is. Oh my God, I'm having an obstacle. Right? It's like saying, I'm having a moment. Okay. So you could say, I'm having an obstacle. All right. They can be small obstacles. They could be big obstacles. But remember, what is spirituality? Recognizing it's an obstacle, dealing with it in the best way possible at the time, and do not get upset with yourself if by chance you lose your temper or you don't handle it properly. There's always plenty of chances to do a redo. Try it again. All right. One thing about human nature is we have lots of time to overcome obstacles in our lives, and we can learn from them. So learn from your obstacles, learn who you are, and learn what spirituality really is. And what spirituality really is you connected to God, you connected inside self to your divine love and compassion for all of life, for all of life. And you love your obstacles, right? Maybe. I don't want you to love your obstacles too much because, you don't want to get too attached to them. You want to witness them. You want to see them. You want to work them, and you want to get not so entangled in them. And then life gets just a tad better, and maybe a lot better, because the next time you look at an obstacle and you overcome it and recognize it for the obstacle that it is, you have just answered your own question, what is spirituality? And spirituality is a beautiful thing, and everyone deals with their spirituality differently. That's what makes it such a beautiful world. However, inside self, connection to God, overcoming obstacles, and asking for angelic help in the other worlds, and being connected to the spirits who love you there and the souls who look out for you. This is very important during this time. So please understand what spirituality is and what it might not be. And don't be caught in a spiritual time loop, which means don't go back and do the same thing. And the meditation is good, and I like the meditation, let's do the meditation, and back to the old. I can't have you in the old paradigm. There's a new paradigm. What is spirituality? It's inside self. You're well capable of taking care of obstacles. See it very clearly. And beautiful dreamers, just dream your beautiful life into reality by overcoming obstacles. And please leave a comment. Let me hear from you. I would love to hear from you. This is new to me. I love this venue that I'm doing, and I'm happy. And I hope you're happy listening to them. And please visit my Patreon page. You can find the link in the box below. And let's see, I want you to have a beautiful, beautiful spiritual day, however spirituality looks to you. Take good care of yourself. And I am always here for questions. Send them to me. I'll try and answer them as best I can. I'm always here for all my friends and clients and people in the other world. So take good care, and lots of love, and enjoy this beautiful video. Bye now.